What is up, Tolos, and welcome to Studio de Jeffrey. I guess I'm not in Studio de Jeffrey. This is Couch de Jeffrey. Welcome to my couch, where behind my head is my turtle painting. I don't know if you can see my turtle painting. Jerry Jones is infatuated with Kyle Pitts, the tight end prospect out of Florida, who is going to be a top 10 pick, or let me rephrase, should be a top 10 pick. Does that matter? Is that news? Everyone should be infatuated with Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is the best tight end prospect in the 7 years that I've been studying the draft, and it ain't that close. Kyle Pitts is an absolute superstar. He's a stud, and he's unique, which is what makes him possible to pick the tight end. Normally, I would tell you, you're not picking a tight end in the top 10. Don't worry about it. Look, a lot of the good ones don't come out of the top 10. They don't come out of the first round. Just don't worry about it. But you can't hold other tight ends against Kyle Pitts because he's Kyle Pitts. He's different. His combination of size, fluidity, agility, catch radius, it's absurd. Kyle Pitts is a monster. So Jerry Jones, and this is according to Chris Mortensen on ESPN apparently. I didn't hear it. I just read the quote from 24/7 Sports. And it's real weird because he was talking about trading Emmitt Smith and Larry Allen. So I don't know if Chris Mortensen was doing a bit or if the infatuated with Kyle Pitts part was at least accurate. But Jerry Jones should be infatuated with Kyle Pitts. Everybody should be. Now, what we take from that is this. You're not trading up for Kyle Pitts. Or maybe this is just my advice to Jerry Jones. You're not trading up for Kyle Pitts because all of the Cowboy fans who are screaming about how you got to have defense, you got to have defense, you got to have defense, you're not wrong. But it doesn't mean that you turn down a gift that falls in your lap. You could have taken Caleb Chase on last year, but CeeDee Lamb fell in your lap. And you had a really bad defense. Would Caleb Chase have helped? No, because he was not good last year. CeeDee Lamb helped your football team. And CeeDee Lamb's going to be the better player for their entire careers. That's the way it's going to be. And that's why you pick the best player that's available to you, especially when you're picking in the top 10. So for the Cowboys, a couple of things. If Kyle Pitts were available at number 10 overall and Jerry Jones were infatuated with Kyle Pitts, would they pick him? I hope so. They should. If he's available, you pick him. I think the more important question is, will Kyle Pitts be available at 10? And after last year, I think I have to retire my no way somebody will be at pick X. Because when I was doing simulations last year for the draft, if CeeDee Lamb fell to 17, I just restarted the simulation. I was like, obviously that's not going to happen, and I restarted the simulation. We don't know what NFL teams are going to do. I can draw you up, excuse me, I can draw you up a scenario where Kyle Pitts gets to 10, and I can do it off the top of my head. You ready? 1, Trevor Lawrence to Jacksonville. 2, Zach Wilson to the Jets. 3, just for fun, we'll go with all the reports of Mac Jones to San Francisco. 4, this is the bad part about doing it off the top of your head. You have to remember the draft order without having it in front of you. 4 is Atlanta. I think that pick is going to be for sale. So I will say at 4, it is another quarterback. Let's say it doesn't matter. Somebody trades up for either Justin Fields or Trey Lance. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then at 5 is Cincinnati, Jamar Chase. At 6, Detroit is 7, Carolina is 8. 6 is... See, don't ever do this stuff without it in front of you. 6 is... I can't believe I have to do this. Normally I'm very good at this. I did this last night off the top of my head, and now I'm drawing a blank on who's picking 6th overall. What an idiot. Oh, that's the one that's been moved around. It's Miami. It was Philly, now it's Miami. Miami at 6 takes Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle to play wide receiver, or they could pick one of the offensive tackles. Actually, at 6, we could give them Penei Sewell. No, let's give them a receiver. I think they want a weapon. Let's go Devontae Smith, goes 6, the Alabama wide receiver. At 7, Detroit takes Jalen Waddle, Alabama wide receiver. At 8, Carolina takes Penei Sewell or Patrick Surtain. At 9, Denver takes Patrick Surtain or J.C. Horn. And at 10, Kyle Pitts is there. So you can draw up a scenario where Kyle Pitts gets to 10, and I've learned my lesson about saying that anybody won't be there at a certain spot. So just know that there's a couple of things that matter about Jerry Jones being infatuated with Kyle Pitts. The first thing to know is that I'm glad, because it means that Jerry knows what he's seeing. He knows that what he's being told is true about how good a guy is. That's the funny part about the Jerry Jones thing is, You want him to chill out and not be a GM until I hear a quote that I agree with, which is like, oh, but Jerry's infatuated with Kyle Pitts. Well, go be the GM then. On this one, you be the GM, Jerry. And if Kyle Pitts makes it to number 10, you run that card up there, because I can take Kyle Pitts at number 10. And I can still take strides on making this defense better. It's totally doable. You have 4 picks in the top 100. You have 10 picks total. So if you can't make strides on defense with free agency, the ability to trade guys that are on your roster for defensive players if you want to, and 9 more draft picks, then you've got much bigger problems than, oh my God, he didn't pick defense at 10. So infatuated with Kyle Pitts, I dig it. Do I think he'll be available? I don't. If he is available, should the Cowboys pick him? Absolutely. So good job, Jerry. You've got one player right. You got Kyle Pitts right. That man's a star. Leave in the comments what you want to talk about tomorrow. That would be great. YouTube.com/Jeff Kavanaugh is where I can see those comments. Make sure you're checking 1053thefan.com every day. It is your home for sports. Love you guys. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through, so be cool to everybody. I love you. Bye.